Big up, everyone. Come on. Let's see. You know, first stream in what, in like 20 years? 30 years, 40 years. Listen, I've been about. Yeah, apologies for the inconsistencies. Yeah. Yeah, big up for having me on. Mo's here. Oh, 70 people here from Mo's show. Come on. Let's go. Let's go, man. Yeah, I see Don here. Bro, Arsenal fans, listen. Listen, last game, they were a bit rattled, yeah. But it's fine, man. It's fine. Big up Toxic Tashi. I see him live in 23 hours. Wait, does it say 23? Does it say 23 hours? Oh,
19.
Yeah, it says like tomorrow, yeah.
Oh, my days. Yeah. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Big up Ahmed, my Arsenal shooter. Listen, you're a legend, man. Oh, my God. Listen, there's 90 people here. Subscribe. All 90 of you just sub in it. I think if you sub right now, I'll hit 1K. I'll hit 1K, which will be mad. Yeah, we was on Mo's show. We was basically talking about, do Arsenal have the pull and certain things like that, yeah. Because some of the stuff that they've been saying and what Arteta has been saying as well is actually hilarious.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, bro. Listen, they're a bunch of wafflers, man. Yeah,
that's a whole segment in itself. That's a whole segment.
One FA Cup. That's just ridiculous.
No. It's 3 trophies. Remember, it's 3 trophies. 2 Community Shields and an FA Cup.
They were gassing 3 trophies. How shameless do you have to be, by the way, gassing up 3 trophies? Do you know how shameless you have to be? Ahmed gave him across the stream. Now, listen. Before we go, yeah. How are you, first of all, Mason and Taz? Bloody, I almost forgot your name. That's how long it's been. Listen, how are you, first of all? What's everyone saying?
Been good.
Come on.
Glad. Diallo is my hero. Big ups to him, and yeah, big ups to everyone. Glad to be back on the show. It's been a while, actually. Been a while.
Yeah. Come on, big up, man, Mason. Pleasure to have you. I see you got a tattoo, yeah. Listen, you've been busy, man.
Yeah, I've got loads of tattoos now. Yeah, been busy.
Nah, I heard that. What are you saying, Taz, bro? How have you been? Yeah, I see the beard's growing. Yeah, man's growing the beard.
Oh no, this just happens too long, bro. I've got to shave it off soon, anyways. But nah, man, I think I've been chilled, bro. Honestly, football at United. Football with United has been calm. Honestly, for the first time, I'm actually more excited to watch United games. This and that. Like, no Rashford, no Garnacho. We won the derby. Who would have thought? Like, it's exciting, man, bro. And all we had to say was this player got disrespected by Ten Hag differently. And the fact that we're free from Ten Hag and his criminal antics, his tactics, and all of that, like, I can actually watch United games and actually have some sense of credibility. I mean, Ruben Amorim's come in, and I don't know how these Ten Hag Guinness are celebrating Ruben Amorim, because with these lot, and if they got their way, we wouldn't have what we're having right now. So part of me is a bit petty, but I'll take it, man. I'll take it.
Now, facts, bro. Listen, yeah. The thing is, when Ten Hag got sacked, I did about 2 backflips in my room. Yeah, I ran around the house. I literally went up to my brother, yeah, and I said, "He's gone. He's actually gone."
Yes.
He looked at me and he was like, "Is Ahmed all right? Like, what's wrong with him?" Yeah, because he don't watch football like that. He don't watch football. When I was running around, Ten Hag is gone, and all the people that clipped me on Twitter, yeah, you know, when I was doing that dancing, by the way, when I thought he was going to get sacked last summer, yeah, they couldn't all hold that as well. They couldn't all hold that, yeah. They were trying to take the piss out of me. Listen, 83 people here. Big up to everyone. Yeah, I'm going to go through the comments as well. But yeah, today we're basically we could actually touch on a little bit on Ten Hag. Do you want to move to the Rashford thing? I don't mind. Would you not want to?
Ten Hag's in the past. Screw Ten Hag.
Ten Hag's in the past. Yeah. Now listen, Ten Hag is gone now. Ruben Amorim has come in, and he's shown that you can always implement your system regardless of the players. Yeah. Now I'm not saying that the players that we have are perfect, but if you want to build a team from the ground up and you want to progress, you have to lay the foundations of the formation, where to play the players in certain positions, learn when to pass, where to be, all of it. Yeah, you have to coach them step by step. And now the ones that can't do it, bye-bye. Simple as that. Those are the basics of coaching. We don't need coaching badges to know this. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah, we've seen it with Maresca, seen it with Slot, we've seen it with Jurgen Klopp and with Pep. So this is common knowledge. If you want to succeed as a manager, you always have to stick by your principles, regardless of the circumstances. Yeah, leave on a high. If it's not working, at least you die by your philosophy. Do you get what I'm saying? I'll respect you more. If you abandon it and you start doing freestyle stuff, then you're like, what the hell? This is like a plane waiting to crash. But yeah, Rashford, listen, Rashford's going, man. I'm actually gassed. Yeah, I'll go to Taz first. Yeah, Rashford. Listen, I'll get the tweets up. Yeah, but when you saw Rashford's when you saw his quote saying that, listen, it's time for a new chapter. What was your initial reaction when you heard that? Because he got dropped, by the way, for the City game. He got dropped. Same with Garnacho. What was your instant reaction?
So my reaction was like, oh my God, he's actually leaving, you know. Thing is, part of me is like with Rashford, yeah, it's a bit of a love-hate type of thing, isn't it? Like, I don't like Rashford, but at the same time, I'm not going to crash on him madly because he's a player that's coming through the ranks, this and that. No matter what you say about him leaving United is clearly going to be something a bit different, isn't it? A lot of people will be sad about it. He's given me some good times, some bad times, obviously, but I mean, I realized he was leaving. I thought, look, he knows that it's best for his career to go to another team, and it's best for us. It works all around the party. What annoys me more is about the fans that are like, if Rashford leaves, I'm going to crash out. I'm going to hate this team, this and that. I'm like, I'm sorry. It's literally United, not Rashford FC. I've seen Ronaldo leave. I've seen Rooney leave. I've seen all these ballers leave, yeah. And honestly, as much as I don't mind Marcus Rashford to a certain degree, I'm not going to cry over Marcus Rashford. Like, Marcus Rashford is not someone I'm going to cry about all the time. And I've seen Ronaldo and that leave. I don't know. Some people, first memory of United is probably watching Marcus Rashford, depending on how young you are. For me, I had Ronaldo and Rooney and stuff like that to watch. So not really that bothered to a certain degree. I hope he goes to Arsenal, though. I do hope Arsenal come and get him because 40 million, Arteta, best manager in the league, can easily save him and get those community shields and get more trophies in it. So yeah, I'll take Marcus Rashford at Arsenal. It'd be funny. Havertz, Rashford, and Saka front three. I'd watch that any day of the week, followed by the best midfielder in the league, Declan Rice. Like, oh my God, that is amazing, isn't it?
All right. Royale is saying that you lot ruined the Rashford, right? So, Mason, yeah, I was on stream with Mo. I said that Rashford's talent is not superstar level. And as much as I can concede and say that we didn't coach him yet, but do you genuinely believe that? I feel like with Rashford, he's had loads of game opportunities with Mourinho. Granted that Mourinho is not the best guy to coach young players, but he played a lot of games. Under Ollie, he got that arm around the shoulder type manager. Even though he wasn't a good coach, he was rubbish at that. Like, I'll admit that. But he played a lot of games under Ollie. Played pretty much every single competition, and he was the main guy in the team. In terms of how Ollie wanted to build his team. Under Ten Hag, he had that season where he bagged loads of goals. And then Ten Hag said, you know what, nah. Even when Rashford wasn't performing well, he was still persisting with him. Do you genuinely believe that United ruined Rashford, Mason? Do you genuinely believe that?
No. The reason why I don't think we've ruined Rashford is if you look at the type of, if you look at the managers he's played with, like Mourinho, I wouldn't say he was great under Mourinho. Obviously, he was still quite young.
Yeah.
With Ole, the reason why he bagged those goals is with Ole, we used to play the over the top pass. Lindelof used to always play the over the top pass to Rashford. That's not really coaching because Rashford back then had pace. So all you had to do is over the top it, pass it, pace it Rashford. And I'll give Rashford credit. He can finish. He is a decent finisher. So he will bag those goals. With Ten Hag, the first season, he used to cut and it weren't really the whole season. It was really up until maybe the World Cup or after the World Cup bit that he got bagged those goals. After that, the last few months, he went a bit quiet. But the reason why he bagged those goals is he used to cut inside and then obviously scored the goals. With Ruben, it's not worked. One, he's not a cam, so he's not a striker. He prefers to play on the left. He likes to obviously cut inside. He's not going to fit into Ruben's system. Him and Garnacho, we'll get on to Garnacho, but Rashford is not going to fit him because he's that type of player who likes to cut inside and take a shot. With Ruben, it's a different type of system. Cam doesn't have to do that all the time. They have to literally hold that ball, keep the ball, play the ball well, press a bit more. Rashford can't press the ball. He can't even track back. He's very lazy. So I think Ruben's doing the right job, and that's what I like to see. It's more ruthless. And yeah, it's been under four managers. He's underperformed in four managers. Yeah, he had that 130-goal season, but what did he do last season? He didn't continue from that form. He went back to the old Rashford and was inconsistent. So you got to think 4 managers now. Are we really going to say they're failed Rashford? It's just it's just him. He doesn't really fit into maybe Ole's football. He fit into because again, it was over the top. Maybe he might fit into that football, but with Ruben's football, it's not going to work because Ruben has a different style, and he doesn't like players cutting inside and taking shots. He likes them to keep the ball. So I wouldn't say we ruined Rashford. I think his attitude has ruined him a lot, especially the last few seasons.
And the people around them as well didn't help either. Because like the thing is, no matter what you do in life, you always have to have the right people around you to ground you, to always humble you a little bit and not to get too carried away. Maresca, funny enough, he actually touched upon this, saying that with Palmer, the reason why he's so good is that not only is he performing on the pitch and he's getting goals and he's helping his team out, but he's the same Palmer that he was when he was at Man City, because Maresca was at Man City. So he's kind of indirected saying, look, Madueke, pattern up, because when you get a goal, you get a bit too carried away. I agree with what Mason and Taz are saying in terms of Rashford. Like if I take away my Rashford, like he just annoys me as a player. But objectively speaking, I think if everything went his way, he would have turned out to be a good player for United. Not elite, not like your Wayne Rooney, your Van Persie. I think his level would have probably been. I'm trying to think of a player, maybe. Would you say Nani or something? Like I think Nani was more talented than him.
You say talented, but Rashford had better. I wouldn't even say Rashford had better. He might have had better stats compared to Nani, but Nani
was
played in an era. But Nani played in a different era, so it's hard to say stats wise.
Exactly, and like even with the stats even though I don't really like looking into it too much, he's played over 450 games for Man United, and he's got like 130 goals. If you look at that, that's not really a great return, I don't think that's a great return like that, because what's that? What is that in like, what do you lot think? Like, he's saying that Professor's saying that he possesses very good technical and physical qualities. Issue now is that the qualities were not nurtured through proper coaching. Now he's a divorced hoe with 3 kids, and no one wants that shit. I don't think he's got kids. I think
he was talented. When he came up, he was talented. He had he had pace, agility. You could see it when he was younger. Like there was something definitely you could work upon, but he hasn't really worked on that though. Like a more experienced player, Rashford does a lot of some mistakes that younger players would make. You'd think that would have been developed from when he was in 2017, 2018, 2019 times. And he just hasn't done it. Like there were glimpses of what he could have been, but he didn't really fully fulfill it, regardless of what people say. I think the problem is the fans gave him too much of hype. Like that's what I'm scared about. What's going to happen to Ahmad at the same time? Because we gave him number 10 straight away. We've done it to Garnacho, which we'll talk about later. But with Rashford, it's like, I think he's been unpleasant though. He's been given Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as a coach in his prime years. If you gave him Hansi Flick, probably got a different story. But
Hansi Flick, the way how he's revitalized Rafinha now as well. No, that is fair. However, you could also argue that he's got Amarim, who's a guy that will develop players, and he's not really worked out. Maybe he's come at a time where it's too late and it should have happened when he was 21. Do you get what I'm saying? I would say maybe had we kept Van Gaal for a little bit longer and we backed him, maybe we could have saw a different Rashford. But my point is that I was making earlier, even if it went his way, I don't think he's the player that he wouldn't. I wouldn't say he would have been our Vinny or not that high of a. I would say he would have been. If there's 3 tiers, he would have been tier 2 for me. He wouldn't be our Mo Salah. He wouldn't be our Eden Hazard. He wouldn't be our Sadio Mane, for example. I mean, Sadio Mane was ridiculous. Talent-wise, you wouldn't really I don't know about talent-wise. I don't think it's far off, by the way, Sadio Mane and Rashford. Maybe you could have had a Mane career for us. Do you get what I'm saying? I would say that's probably the closest player. Or maybe Saka. Saka's a decent shout. Rashford could have been our Saka. But even with Saka, though, the thing that Rashford has his way is that he's got the big moments. Like he scored in big games, PSG, Man City, Liverpool. That's what he has over Bukayo Saka. But with Saka, even though he's not as talented as Rashford, maybe you could say, his performances may not be elite, but it's 7 out of 10 consistent, if that makes sense. He's consistently, he does his job. It's not high level, it's not low level, it's just in between. Whereas with Rashford, it's this and then this this, and then he goes like that. So you could
Consistent.
say that. Do you not believe that he possesses very good technical qualities?
I mean, to a certain degree, yes. Like there are times I've seen Rashford do like flip flaps around getting past players, showing some bit of skill on him. But then we'll see it 9 out of 10 times. So not 9 out of 10 times, like 3 out of 10 times. Like he can beat a man. Like if he puts him in an actual good team, you can definitely see something. Like I just don't think a team like Man United and the Amorim system is just not going to work out. And Amorim's already seen it. So
yeah. No,
I've seen someone say it reminds me of Diallo. That's. I need to watch 9 minutes of Diallo to actually comment on that stuff.
Yeah, I think with Diallo, is that I think with Rashford, he's more of a goal threat than Diallo, whereas I think Diallo is more of a he's the guy that's going to create for the team and look out for a pass. Do you get me? They're both like stylistically they're kind of similar, and both possess similar attributes. But I think with Rashford, he's got good ball striking. His dribbling is very sporadic. Like it's very one time he'll run into 5 players, and then his control will be really all over the place. But then he'll do a flip flap and get past players.
Yeah,
I don't like players like that though. I like someone who's gonna give me you know what? You don't have to be that talented, but you can just carry on doing it 7 out of 10. Do you get what I'm saying? Like with Diallo, when he dribbles, it's consistent. It's not what he doesn't. Oh, he nutmegs someone. He didn't mean it, and then the next game he can't control the ball. I'm sorry, but if you cannot control a football and you try to dribble around 5 players and you constantly have bad decision making, but there's one time where you do something mad. I think if you're a player who has good technical qualities, that quality always stays no matter what. Do you get what I'm saying? With Sancho, for example, he might have not had the best time at Man United, but I'll never watch a Sancho game where he miscontrols a football. The game might go past him, and he might be a bit too passive, for example. But his decision making is good, dribbling is good, and he's an intelligent player. And now you've seen it for Chelsea with Rashford. I don't know if he's got. I would agree with the first part when he said he's got a good physical attributes. I think as an athlete, he's ridiculous. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. He was rapid. He would burn you completely. I still remember that goal where he chopped Trent and then hit it at bottom right. He always had their moments, but I don't know. I think in terms for competing for titles, I don't think he was the guy. He's not, like Jamie Carragher said it. He's not the guy to lead Man United as the number 9. Mourinho said it. He's not a 30-goal striker.
Yeah. Do you know what? Speaking of Sancho, do you know what's really annoying? It's the fact that we sold Sancho way too early, because he would have done brilliant in the Amorim system.
Yeah,
honestly, I think Sancho would have been decent in a 10 because he can keep the ball, he can pass it. But I know it might have not worked, but it would have been something to look at and see if it did or not. And then we could have had a full judgment. But I mean, Sancho is doing well at Chelsea, to be fair, and I'm happy for him in it. I'm not really going to be salty that he's gone. He had no other option really. But I mean, I don't know if we're going to talk about Garnacho as well in this segment, or is that going to be
we can talk about that fraud as well. No worries, we can talk about that fraud later. We can talk about that now if you want. I'll just read the comment section now, and then we can talk about them. Kava or Kudos, I'll take either of them, to be honest. I think Kava's type of profile is more needed in this team, but Kudos is a good player. I do like him. He's not too bad. But Kvaratskhelia is a very good player, man. I do like him. I really do like his profile and what he does. Big up SDFC. Betty said, Ahmed, your ad-libs while interrupted Hamza is the funniest shit I've seen. Big up, man. Big up to you. I always have to try and get one over Hamza because he talks too much. Shout out to him anyway. Big up Echo as well. He's got a Diallo profile pic, so I like you already. That's why Man United should go for Kava, Kudos, or Lookman. Fair enough. Facts on the left 10, Sancho would cook. Yes, Trans 17, Miley Cyrus used to be. Oh, that is funny. Oh man, called them Miley Cyrus. Yeah, that is hilarious. But with Rashford, he cannot say, for example, that he wasn't given the opportunity at Man United in terms of Amorim. He played him as a 9 in the first game. It didn't work out. Yeah. Played him as the left 10. Didn't really work out. He's not a wing back. He doesn't have the don't think he's got that work rate to be doing that up and down constantly. Yeah, like he'll leave massive gaps in that position. Do you get it? And even his concentration levels, is not up to par. You need someone who's like alert all the time there. But yeah, with Rashford, we're looking to sell him. Good news. Yeah, we're finally rebuilding. And yeah, bro, this is a statement. This is actually a statement. But moving to Garnacho. Yeah. Oh my days. Where is Nacholini as well? Where's Nacholini as well? I can't see Nacholini. Every time we talk about Garnacho, yeah, on the stream, he's always there commenting saying, yo, he was shitting on Sancho. I was like, oh, Ahmed, where's your boy Sancho? He's already doing well. But Garnacho, oh my God. What? First of all, do you lot think that Garnacho has looked at this and he was like, you know what? I've been dropped. I'm not gonna like for example, I know Ahmed got the winner. Do you reckon he's burning inside? That
bro, do you know what? Do you know what's crazy? Do you know for Garnacho, you know a guy is always on social media, this and that. Like we all know he has a bit of a rep on going social media.
Oh yeah,
did you find it weird he didn't post anything about the game? Like there was literally nothing, complete radio silence. Rashford at least took a picture saying, oh, go on the lads, this and that. Garnacho, it was complete radio. His brother didn't even say anything. He didn't say anything. And then he won the Puskas Award today. I mean, now we see Garnacho literally doing an interview. I'm like, dude, I can't lie, he's got a bit of an ego in it. And I'm seeing fans actually repping Garnacho. And I'm like, I tried to watch a Garnacho, not even a Garnacho compilation. I just watched a Garnacho highlights here. And I compared him to what his first season under Ten Hag. He was passing the ball. He was taking players on, keeping it. And then last season, he just couldn't hold nothing. I mean, the ego's got into him. Yeah, stuff like that. He's always on social media. But the moment United win against City and he's not playing, complete nothing.
Absolutely facts, by the way, yeah. Because the thing is with Garnacho, even when he had that 47 shirt, I still didn't rate him. But cool, he passed a little bit more and stuff like that. But this guy, I don't know how our fan base gassed him up this much. Like, what are your thoughts, Mason, on Garnacho? Were you a fan of his before, or did you always uphold the opinion that like, nah, he's not as good as people are making out to be?
I think because he was a young player, everyone was getting hyped. Because he was coming off the bench, doing all these, he was getting.
Can you put your mic up as well, by the way, if you don't mind?
Yeah. Hold on.
Yeah, big up, by the way.
Yeah. I don't know if you can hear me now.
Big up, man. I couldn't make it today, but we're free from Rashford. We're free from Rashford, bro. Come on. Listen.
Not yet, man. Not yet. Let's get it.
Listen. Let's not get to it, guys. Listen, I need to relax a little bit, yeah, because we still need to wait till Jan in it to get rid of him. But yeah, while Mason's fixing his mic, yeah, we can hear you. Yeah. Go on.
Yeah. As I was saying, yeah, there was a couple of times where he come off the bench in his first season and he's getting a couple of goals. Fair enough, he's a young lad. Fair enough, but I think I judged him on his second season properly because, to be fair, he was like his first season coming up, so I wanted to see him getting tried a bit. And yeah, last season he weren't that good. I think that bicycle kick just everyone just overhyped him to the extreme. I mean, fair enough, it's a good goal. I'll give him credit, but a bicycle kick don't mean nothing when you've got to play consistent all games in the season. It doesn't matter. Him and Rashford are kind of similar players, and I think that's why I never rated both of them. They like to take on players and take that shot. Where I like a player like Sancho and Diallo who will take the players on, but will actually create chances for the strike and all that. Garnacho and Rashford are not like that. And yeah, I think this is the ego of Garnacho. I'm kind of seeing an ego coming on because, yeah, like in post like that is, look, is Martinez been the best this season? No. But Martinez at least gives 100% in that Manchester United shirt and does the best he can. I don't really see that with Garnacho. I really don't. Like, I don't see no effort. I just see the same formula every time. Take on players, try and take a shot. You know what I mean? It's just ego. And again, like at Rashford, it's an attitude problem. You can play well on the pitch. If you're not playing well on the pitch and your attitude stinks and you ain't got the passion, you're not going to play well. And I think that's what them two also are lacking is mentality and attitude. The right mentality, the right attitude on the football pitch. And you know, there's no passion there for them, and yeah, it's the same formula. And so yeah, I didn't really rate him last season. Obviously, yeah, I think people like to overhype him. I think people will hype him now after tonight again because obviously the Puskas Award, but it's not moment individual. This is Manchester United. We play as a team. You know, we don't play as one player. Like we never used to play this under Fergie. If you know, I don't rate him personally. So,
No,
yeah.
I hear that, to be honest. Like, I hear what you're saying in terms of like not rating him. Yeah, big up to Echo saying we need to sell Rashford before he becomes our Rashford. I mean Garnacho, sorry. That sprint head down merchant bloodline needs to end. You know what infuriates me more about wingers? Yeah, what annoys me about wingers is that they head down and they run into blind alleys. That infuriates me so much. TKA, big up. Don't send Rashford our way, Ahmed, please. Listen, bro. Listen, you never listen. I can sell, bro. I'm a good salesman. Look, Rashford, he will work for you, man. Arteta can fix players. You can
I saw Chelsea fans. I saw Chelsea fans gassing up Garnacho prop. You know, like what, a few hours
No
ago.
way.
Yeah, man. I need
Chelsea
Chelsea.
can have him.
I need that. Chelsea can have him under 21. By all means, man.
I don't think Chelsea are that desperate, to be honest. So, you know, they've got loads of wide players, to be fair. So if Chelsea want him, be my guest. Be my guest, by the way, if Chelsea want it. But Real says, where is Rashford rumoured? To be fair, I don't think there's a concrete team that is really going for him yet. Of course, there's always the PSG. I feel like PSG are always linked, but they never actually go for the bid. Or they
like Wesley Schneider at Man United.
Yeah, it's like it's such an easy news article to talk about, like linked to PSG.
I think they did bid him once. I think they did last season when he got the 30 goals. I think they bid like quite decent money. I would have took the money they offered, but I don't know if that was true. It might have been true, but now I don't think anyone's going to offer much money to him.
That, okay, yeah, that's true.
I think, yeah. So, but it's just, yeah, I don't think we'll get. I think it was 80 or 70 million.
We should have got this. This is the problem. We always sell too late, man. We always sell too late. But TK, oh my days, bro. Listen, I'm bad with names, innit? So yeah, big up to him, by the way. He's a gooner, man. He actually talks sense. Do you get me? He's not a deluded Arsenal fan. Obviously, we go back and forth here, but that's El Ahwa for you, man. Big up to you. Echo saying, "Hey, from Sprint." Yeah, it's banter, bro. I mean, I actually do mean what I say, yeah, but you have to add your twang a little bit. Hey, from Sprint head down Martinelli to another. Rashford fits. You never know, man. You never know. Send them to South. Send them down south to Arsenal for real. That'd be hilarious. If Arsenal actually go for, I don't think he'll ever do that. He won't do it well. I don't think he'll do. I know they got Welbeck. They got Daniel Welbeck from us, but I don't think Rashford's going to be in it. I don't think he'll be at a Premier League club. You know, I think he'll be abroad, completely abroad, unless he wants to make a statement. But then again, bro, Tottenham, can Tottenham get him? I mean,
nah. Well, it's only Arsenal, Chelsea, but Chelsea have an age limit of signings, isn't it? So Chelsea need a winger because Mudrik's going to be banned. We probably know that's going to happen. So yeah, I think it's just Arsenal, Barca. We'll say PSG for the sake of it, and Juve. Those are like only 4 teams I could possibly.
Or Al Hilal.
Yeah. Al Nassr.
Big up Ray Lex. He's saying facts. This new generation of winger that is super direct is not it. Pick your moments, mix it up, know when to pass, when to shoot. Garnacho doesn't have that IQ. Yeah, 100%. The thing is, yeah, if you're with Garnacho, like he's not actually like I wouldn't say he's even quick like that. Like he's not really what's the word? Like he's not really rapid. I think he's got good acceleration, but after that, defenders catch up to him because wasn't he not 1v1 against a player and then he got caught up by Tuanzebe? Not Tuanzebe.
Yeah, it was against Ipswich. It was one of those Ipswich players, yeah, but he did it against Chelsea at one point. Like, I don't know, Garnacho is not a 10. I don't get how people are saying, oh, he should stay. I'm like, can he play in a 10 role? No, he can't. Can he play as a wing back? Oh, God, no.
No.
It's like I'm having these main convos about what. And I'll give Anthony prop, yeah, and people were like, are you deluded? I'm like, I'm sorry. Like, regardless of how you feel about Anthony, when this guy comes on as a wing back, he's actually done pretty well. I honestly start him against Spurs as a wing back.
He should
Give
be there.
Mazraoui or Diallo or something like that a rest.
I think as much as I love Diallo, I've been repping him for a long time, but he's not a wing back. I don't think he's good as a wing back. We've tried him on the left. I don't think his decision making on the fact his crossing hasn't been great, and even on the right wing back, I don't think that's his position for him. But Anthony suits that role. Yeah,
would you
you're
try
right.
Diallo as a centre back though?
No.
Diallo, I would probably play him as a left-sided centre back because he's comfortable on both feet.
So if he can't fit the role, for example, let's just say hypotheticals, and Madrid come calling for him, like, how much do you think they'd offer? Because there's been links. Would you take it though?
I don't know if I take it, you know. For 40 mil for Diallo, I would say I would be cheeky and say, like, give me 50 to 60.
I'd ask for a swap deal.
They won't pay 60, I'm not going to lie. As much as I like that lot, it's probably be around 50 or 40 million.
Part of the delusion.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of his, you know. Like, I'm a big fan of Diallo. Like, I think with him, I think in a back four he'll do well, but because this is a back three and it's different requirements in that formation, because at least with Mazraoui he can play as a right centre back and he can do a job as a wing back as well, so he fits it regardless. With Diallo, I don't know what it is. Maybe he just doesn't have. Maybe he's just never played that formation, or he doesn't have the attributes for it. Do you get what I'm saying? Because the thing is with him, is that I think he's good on the ball, you know, like he can get out, like he can carry the ball as well in pressurized situations. But would I sell him for 40 mil at Madrid, and would I take it? Unless if we can get an adequate replacement, a good wing back in return, someone like Nuri, then fine, go for it. But I think there's a lot of players we need to get rid before Diallo, though. That's the thing. A lot of different players. I look at Luke Shaw, he should go. I look at Bruno, he should go. I look at even Mason Mount, loads of injuries. Go. If you're not going to be even I'm not a fan of man. I don't rate him like that. I think he's just a passion and energy merchant. I just think he offers a lot of energy. Yeah, but if he's not going to be available, at least get rid. Maguire is a funny one with him. I don't think he's that good, but recently in a back three, I think he's a decent squad player to have in the team. Decent squad player, and he can come around if you need backup. I think he's a good backup centre back. I think Lindelof needs to go. Rashford obviously there. Garnacho as well. Yeah. So as long as we get the right profile for Diallo, I'd be happy to get him. Echo says Bayern for Sané or PSG.
No.
I wouldn't take Sané.
Not Sané now. Would you take Casemiro, Gondo? Would you keep Casemiro for another year, or would you just completely say, look, go to Saudi? You're saying? Because
I'll keep Cas.
Would you get rid of offer? I'd like Cas, but if it's a suitable offer, let's say 50, 60, right? It probably won't happen. But if it's a 50, 60 million and we get an adequate replacement, like you said with Diallo, I'll be fine. But if it's like for 20 million, 10 million, whatever, I'm not really going to take that. If you're going to sell Eriksen, you're going to sell Eriksen as well. He's going to be on a free agent. Get like an Edison from Atalanta so you can put a bit of depth. Because I think Casemiro doesn't really have get a bit pissed off if he's on the bench or something like that, innit? Because it's more of an experience. I've noticed about Maguire. Like Maguire, I don't know about if you lot see, but Maguire's ego is not that massive now, is it? Like he's so chilled out. Like before, he might have had a bit of an ego. If he didn't start games, he'd be like
under Ollie, yeah.
Like you see it in articles and stuff. And now it's like I don't know. He seems really chilled out. Like he's not doing blunders and stuff. I think the pressure's just gone away from Maguire, to be honest. But it's all good, isn't it?
No, I actually, you know what? Go on, Mason. Sorry, go on.
He's always been a good back three. I think a lot of people don't realise with England, as much as I don't like Gareth Southgate, I'm not a big fan of Maguire. He always plays decently well in a back three because he's got the protection in a back three. He's got two centre backs next to him, so he's always more comfortable in the back three. And you can tell a couple of games he's played, he's more there in the back three. He's always going halfway. I know it's a Man City. He's going really where the midfield is. You know, that's how comfortable he is in the back three. So yeah, I think he's a squad player. I think he's a squad player, but you know, would I sell him? the write-off again, it's the same as Casemiro's. The write-off comes around, but the problem with these players is we're not going to get the value that we bought them, and that is down to the Glazers, buying these players expensive because we're not going to get the value back. So it's hard to obviously sell these players and get value back.
No, 100%.
Yeah.
Because you make a good point, Mason, as well with the value, yeah. And also what Taz said about Diallo, like, would I take him? Would I get rid for a suitable offer? I actually would. Because the thing is with me, I might have my favorites, yeah. But one thing with me, yeah, is that if you get the right profile for the team that you want to build Amorim, yeah, and Diallo has to go for it to happen, I'm team first. Yeah, guys think just because I like certain players, yeah. I've always been team first. Martial's gone, Pogba's gone, Sancho's gone. I'm still here backing my team, by the way. Got Ahmad, got Kobe. We all have our favourites, yeah. If Diallo has to go for Amorim to succeed, that's fine. 40 mil, 50 mil, that's profit. Because how much did we get him when he was in Portugal?
25 mil.
25. So it's profit, by the way. We'll make double the profit, yeah. That's fine. And he's going to Madrid. If Madrid really want Diallo, yeah, and they play in a back four, I think he'll do very well for Madrid. Yeah, because their fullbacks are lacking. Mendy's not been great. Carvajal's injured. So he'll suit perfectly there for Madrid. So that's fine. As long as we get someone who's a good good replacement. With Casemiro, yeah. The reason why I would keep him is because he's got so much good qualities about him. Like, I think his passing is one of his most underrated attributes in terms of his passing. Like, I think when you press him and there's not really a lot of people around him to help him out, then it looks really bad. Yeah, but that's more of a systematic issue. If everything's covered and you've got Ugarte cleaning up next to you, I think Casemiro is a big threat in the box. His heading, his striking of the ball is really good. We saw it against Leicester and many times in his first season at Man United. I think he's a good player to have, and he's got so many weapons. But is he a guy that will settle for being a bench player? I mean, it depends how he looks at it, because he's coming towards the end of his career. It's not like after Man United, he's going to go to... I mean, you never know. He might go to a Bayern. He might go to a different club. But I think Saudi or MLS is more suit. It's probably because he's done everything at Madrid. I don't think he doesn't need to go to another big club and prove himself.
Yeah.
But I'd keep him for now. But for 40 mil or 50 mil at Saudi, just like how Liverpool sold Fabinho there and Kante went there, I would take it. Yeah, definitely. And you mentioned Ederson at Atalanta. I've not watched much of him, but I heard he had a very good game against Liverpool in the Champions League. And he seems that... I think our team, yeah, it lacks a lot of physicality there, because Ugarte, like, as much as he's good, like, in terms of winning the ball back, we need physical presence in that team. Do you get it? Because Liverpool, Gravenberch, Van Dijk, Konate, we've got Lissandro Martinez, we've got Ugarte, we need some more bullies in there. Do you get me? But Adam says, I just think we're going to play Tyreek George or rotate Neto on the left, to be honest. I'm assuming you're talking about Chelsea. But you lot have loads of options on the wide players. You've got loads. I mean, long distance. Yeah, long distances ain't all that. Yeah, Garnacho, in terms of like his sprint speed, is not great. His pace is like Anthony. Yeah, I think he's got decent pace on him, to be fair.
Yeah, I think Anthony's more faster, to be honest. I
think Anthony could be quicker than Garnacho, especially with the ball as well. I can't lie. I can see a future for Anthony as a right wing back. Yeah. Anthony is a funny one, yeah, because he's actually doing quite well. Even in the game against Europa League when he came on, he made the difference. Like Diallo was.
I mean, as a wing back, you need to be athletic, and Anthony's athletic. He might not have the skill set as a normal right winger, but I think he has that skill set where he can go back and forwards around the pitch, compared to what, I don't know, any other player in United besides
Garnacho or Rashford.
Yeah, more or less. That's what I was going to say. But I was thinking all the main wing backs we actually have is like Malacia, Diallo, Anthony, and Mazraoui. Those are like the only 4 wing backs I could possibly name right now.
No, 100%. Yeah, because you know what it is with Anthony? He's very persistent. Like, he's very he'll go up and down. Yeah. Like, defensively as well, he'll help you out, and going forward, he'll help you out. I think with him, once the team has possession, he can link up really nicely with Amad Diallo, give and go real quick, make the run in behind, and then he can switch with Diallo, because Diallo can go as a wing back, Anthony can go further up. They can mix it about. Do you get me? It doesn't have to be just one way. And I think that's really good to have. And you know what, I know he cost a lot of money, and he's essentially been a flop. Granted, I don't think it's all been his fault. I don't think it's been all his fault yet, but he hasn't had amazing performances yet. But do you lot see a future with Anthony under Amorim, or do you think he'll go still?
It depends, innit, who we sell. Like, if we prioritize buying strikers, midfielders, and stuff, then I think Anthony might get one more year to like show something. I don't think he'll hit the heights, but he'll have a chance to be a depth player. If he gets annoyed, he's a young player, by the way. It's not that old. It's not old, so you can easily get some good sell value if he does a good year next season. So I think Anthony might have a future based on circumstance in it. But if he's looking to get sold and wants game time, then he'll probably be gone. But I think it's his choice. I don't think it's anything else.
Now, 100%. I get that. To be fair, I get that. Even though I like Cass, if we get Ederson from Atalanta, so be it. Yeah, bro. Ederson, he looks like a player. To be fair, is he left-footed?
I think so.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Ederson... I need to ask. I was going to ask you a lot. What do you all think about INEOS so far? So Jim Ratcliffe sacking Dan Ashworth. What do you think about the Dan Ashworth saga?
What do you think, Mason?
Well, I think sacking. I love Alex Ferguson, but I think getting rid of him on the higher job was a good thing. I just don't think it was working, in my opinion. Him being higher up, I think he's a legend. Love him, greatest manager, but as a higher up, wasn't for me. Dan Ashworth is an absolute fraud, and I'm glad we got rid of him because this guy wanted to get freaking Southgate, Gareth Southgate. So you know what? Should have sacked him as soon as he suggested him. It was a big mistake bringing him in. You know, I don't know why a lot of people are getting hyped with him. I wasn't getting hyped with him because I know he's a Southgate lover. So I was like, no. So I will give him credit. They have made a couple of decisions, but I want to see what they do in the January window because that's the one thing I know January windows are not the greatest, but if we could try and at least do something, then I would be happy. But so far there's been some good decisions, but we just got to see.
I actually think the opposite.
Well, you wanted Ashford to stay?
No. It's not even about. Now, I posted this, by the way. Big up to my mate Timmy. He sent me this. I said, this was, I think, when was this? This was, I think it was June, in June. Yeah. So Randik Talton at his top. Wish we kept him and he was our DOF instead of us persistent. I didn't really like Ashworth. Hence why I put that tweet. You know what it is with INEOS here? They confuse me because they come in. They've come in here and they've essentially said like, all right, look, you Wilcox said, look, you have to start playing a certain way with Ten Hag. And then after the FA Cup, they said, look, we're going to get rid of him regardless of the outcome. You do a 2-week review. You interview so many managers. You don't end up with the guy that you wanted in Tuchel and De Zerbi, right? And then you made this essentially wait for all that time just to remain with Ten Hag. You gave him an extension. You gave him more money, which essentially means they're like long term. The next manager might not even want these type of players. So you're wasting more money. You're making it more difficult for the next guy. You've sacked him, which was the right decision, but you should have sacked him in the summer. That's what should have happened. What should have happened, you sack him in the summer. Bruno, Rashford are gone. Bruno's not your captain. They're gone because Bruno really wanted that contract, by the way. And he was doing that. He was doing that sentimental posts. Yeah. So that's what should have happened. And then maybe you get a De Zerbi or an Amorim, Maybe Amorim wasn't available. I'll give them that. Maybe he wasn't available. But still, it seems to me that their planning of everything has been a shambles. Honestly, objectively speaking, I think their planning has been a shambles. And they're gone.
I'll give INEOS I'll be the devil's advocate, because with INEOS, like when they employed, so Barada and Wilcox didn't come. They came after Ten Hag's contract thing got renewed, this and that. So when INEOS had that, who they had was Dave Brailsford, Jim Ratcliffe, and Dan Ashworth. Dan Ashworth was probably the only guy that had footballing experience, whether he was good or not, and said, look, let's give Ten Hag a chance, this and that. And Sir Jim's going to be like, look, I'm going to leave the footballing decisions to footballing people, so the media and the fans don't look at me like the Glazers where I'm just basing it on commercial. So he said, look, you have to he just basically said, look, to Dan, look, you can sign Ten Hag, but I expect to see results, this and that. Sir Jim clearly wanted Ten Hag sacked before all the fans did all their letters and stuff. So he said, look, I'll give the benefit of the doubt. I'll let Dan do his job, see what he can do. He did decent in the summer in terms of signing the players. I noticed that some of the players that we bought from the summer kind of suit Amorim, like Lenny Yoro, Zertsky suits him. Agate already knows how he plays. Mazraoui was a calm signing. De Ligt was a calm signing that can play in his system. So those are the also signings we made in the summer. So maybe there was some conspiracy. You never know in it. But the moment they signed, I think the moment Ten Hag got re-signed, Bruno got signed. I think Sir Jim looked at Dan Ashworth, Omar Barada as well, and Wilcox looked at each other like, why was all this done before we came to the club? Why did this guy do that? If Dan Ashworth's not doing what we paid Newcastle, had all that saga for, he has to go. We can't just let this guy come in and completely torpedo what we're trying to do. So I kind of rate Sir Jim in terms of getting rid of a guy that they took forever to get, because he could have easily said, look, we paid this money to Newcastle, we waited all this time. How about we just trust the process and let him do his job? They went, cool, he's gone. So I'm a bit 50-50 about INEOS, to be honest, but I like how they're being a bit more ruthless compared to the Glazers, getting rid of players, getting rid of staff members. I mean the higher board, not the normal. I can't explain the normal staff members, like the jobs, but the higher executive ones. So I think I'll keep my judgment away from INEOS, but they're doing a lot of stuff I like and some questionable things. But that's normal though, because they're taking over a Glazer regime that's like 10 years complete tragic in terms of running a club.
No, I get what you're saying, to be fair, in terms of like they walked into a mess. Omar came in later, hence probably why Ashworth, there was links with Southgate, so he was probably the main guy that was pushing it, because I don't think he wanted Amorim. Barada's the one that facilitated Amorim's appointment. He was also the guy that facilitated Yoro's deal. So clearly Barada is the guy that knows what he's doing, and he's very good at it. You know, you don't be that successful at Man City and work at Man City if you don't have something about you. With Ashworth, he came at Brighton, or where was it? Was he at Brighton or something?
Brighton, yeah? FA, West Brom, FA, Brighton, and Newcastle.
Southampton.
That's shocking. Like, there's nothing. I know Wilcox was at Southampton, but wasn't Wilcox also at Man City as well?
Yeah.
There you go. Wilcox.
I'm
pretty sure he knew Sancho. I'm pretty sure he knew of Sancho, Palmer, all them back at Man City's academy. So, yeah, Echo saying Dan Ashworth isn't Omar Barada's guy, and Omar is the CEO. I think Omar came after Ashworth. Wilcox is Omar Barada's guy. Those are the. You know what it is? You know what's mad? Those are the only two guys I trust in that board. By the way, that's it. Anyone else? That Brailsford guy is dodgy as well. He's dodgy.
I don't think he has the power like that though, compared to Barada. So I mean, Brailsford is just there. I can't explain it, but I think Barada makes more of the footballing decisions.
Oh, wait, because I heard some reports that Brailsford was the guy who also wanted the Ten Hag to stay. Yeah, so I was thinking, what? So did they just have?
Yeah, but
did he just have power for that time?
Yeah, probably, because it was just them two at the time. Who else would it be? Like Richard Arnold already got left out. John Murtaugh got left out. Like it had to just be them two, and they thought, look, that's cool. We'll keep Ten Hag. And I think that was one of the worst mistakes.
But my thing is though, like my thing is so whose idea was it to give Sancho to Chelsea? Whose idea was that? You're telling me that was Ashworth?
Unbelievable. But have you not seen the quote that Ashworth made on the interview? It was like, "What we had all these wingers and Sancho's like
he was last."
Yeah. So it must have been an Ashworth deal, because Ten Hag.
So how come Barada and Wilcox didn't have a say in that? Because Wilcox, Echo was saying that Wilcox brought Sancho.
Yeah, but then it could have been like, it could have been a 50-50 thing though, because Sancho must have just had enough though, innit? He didn't. How would Sancho know Ten Hag was going to get sacked? So for all he knew, he was like, look, what's the point? I don't want to be here anymore. Yeah. London's my home. So it could have been a 50-50 thing, to the point where Barada could have just couldn't do anything. Like he had no other choice. Like, look, Sancho's desperate to leave. No one gave him any indicator that Ten Hag was going to get sacked. So
no, that
could have been a 50-50.
No, that's true. I don't mind Sancho leaving, by the way, as much as I rate him. But what I'm saying is, like, even the obligation to buy. So you're telling me that if Chelsea want him, they just have to pay 25 mil.
I can't explain. I don't know what. There has to be something like going on in it, like, because it's too easy. It just feels like a really weird deal where it's like so easy to like just given an opinion on it, but there has to be like some stipulation or something. I can't lie. I was actually hoping that that deal collapsed, because I saw a transfer deadline day, nothing was going through, and I was like, yes. I woke up the next morning and went, oh crap, it's gone through.
Yeah.
Do you lot think like that chapter is done now? Do you lot think that chapter is done with
For the Sancho deal? Yeah. Man, I'm happy for him, man. He's performing in it, because the amount of toxic BS he had to deal with United fans, I kind of feel a bit happy about him. But that's another thing, innit?
Well.
Yeah. So I'm not salty in it. Like, look, if you for the career, have literally do what you got to do. But it would be funny if he wins the league this year. I mean, it's not going to probably happen. But imagine he wins the league with Chelsea. Like, you could clown Liverpool fans.
Oh yeah.
They'll get top four. They'll get top four. So that's the one thing he'll be happy. He's going to get a chance to play football next year.
Listen.
We won't. So,
Depends. Like, we could win Europa.
It depends, yeah. But yeah, I think Sancho. I knew he was going to perform. I just knew he was going to play well at Chelsea. Like, we wasn't giving him enough chance. A lot of players that people were saying giving him chances. We didn't give him enough chances. I think we didn't let him shine enough. We didn't let him just do what he does. But we let Rashford. This is what annoys me. People did back Sancho, but everyone is backing Garnacho and Rashford, and these players have been inconsistent. Like, there's more talent. There's more talent in Sancho's left toenail than there is in freaking the whole feet of Garnacho and Rashford.
That's true.
Ridiculous, I mean, I just think it's either English. I think it's English bias or Manchester United youth players bias because they grew up in Manchester or they came from the academy. This is ridiculous. So I think he's gone to Chelsea, but I'm happy for him because, the reason why I wanted him to go to Chelsea is to prove these fans that there is a player. And
prove them wrong.
He proved it in Dortmund as well. And he proved them at Dortmund as well. Whether you think that's a farmer's league or not, he's still doing
Champions League, bro. He cooked against PSG. Yeah. He absolutely cooked PSG with Mbappe there. Yeah, he cooked
finalist. Well, the UCL finalist.
Yeah, exactly. And he actually did all right in that. Dortmund should have won that final.
Yeah, if Fulkrug knew how to shoot a ball, yeah.
Fulkrug, man, he robbed them, bro. He robbed Sancho from a Champions League medal.
At West Ham.
Now he's at West Ham. That guy's a fraud, man. And big up Mo saying Ashworth messed up giving Sancho to Chelsea. They got rid of Sterling and now Mudryk. Think we Man United helped them out, bro. Yeah, go on.
We can pay them back with Garnacho if that's what Chelsea want. I mean, mate, if we sell Garnacho to Chelsea, like honestly, I'd be like my payback for Mason Mount. That'd be my ultimate payback.
I've never rated that guy. Like when we watched the Chelsea, I remember I was on the Ahmed stream. We were watching Chelsea and Liverpool. I swear to God, I've never seen a player who doesn't play for my club who angers me so much more than Mount. I mean, it's just when you miss that penalty, that's just when I let loose. It's just ridiculous. He's honestly overrated.
Yeah.
The only good thing he's good at is pressing, which
100%.
That's what Ruben likes. But again, if you only can press the ball and can't do things with the ball, control it and all that, get out. Like, you're not good enough for Manchester United. And if you're made out of glass and break easily, then get out of the club as well. So yeah.
I mean, it's easier said than done, but then who's gonna buy him? Who's gonna buy this guy? Like, there's no club stupid enough to buy Luke Shaw and Mason Mount. So I feel like we're gonna be stuck with him for like Luke Shaw will probably be stuck like Phil Jones and Mason Mount until his contract ends, which is what, 4 years now? I hope it's 4 years. I hope there's not been a 6-year extension or something. But yeah, I mean, Mason Mount is. I've never felt. I mean, this was like the Mason Mount transfer, the only transfer where I was hoping our deal collapsed and we didn't actually get him. Like, that's like the most like non-excited I've been for a transfer, and I've seen like some stinkers.
Worst number 7 for Manchester United ever.
Just retire that number. Just vacate that number completely. That's just cursed.
I think the last good number 7 was Cavani that one season. That was it, and then he turned out to be injury prone after that. So it's like
I mean, Ronaldo maybe the year after, but
oh yeah, Ronaldo, yeah. Forgot Ronaldo, yeah. So, but yeah, worst number 7. Even Sanchez was better than him, and he was crap. He was crap.
I'm seeing people advocate Garnacho for the number 7. You know, those are shouts. You know, Garnacho 7. Imagine
Diallo.
that. Nah, let's just leave the number as a whole. You know,
Garnacho.
When was this?
This was today.
Just now.
This was when was this? I think this was today.
The retweet.
Yeah, today I think.
Oh, jeez, mate! Finally, man! Finally.
Diallo's getting that contract, man.
But you know he was going to reject that contract at Ten Hag stage. You know there was some link to the news that he wasn't sure if the club wanted him, and I'm just like, thank God, bro. I feel sorry for Forson, you know. Do you know Amari Forson? I kind of low-key feel bad for him, yeah, because he's catching strays just because Ten Hag started him over in Fulham. Like, I low-key feel bad for him because it's not even his fault that Ten Hag did it. But
it's not his fault that he got picked over Ahmad, yeah. But you know what it shows you? It shows how much of a donut Ten Hag is. He's a big, bold donut, yeah. That he's just crazy. And with Garnacho, you know what it is, yeah? There's something about God. You know, I really, 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 really dislike him. I dislike everything about him. It's actually become.
We've got to give him. Listen, he's young. He'll learn.
God.
Do you know what's mad?
He
is, yeah. He is probably the biggest, like, you know, when people do, the idea of the player is better than the actual player. Yeah. The idea of Garnacho, yeah, is mad. Yeah. Because even when you watch him play, you don't like, at least with Rashford, he had something about him. Like every now and then, he could strike a ball, and you know he'll turn up in a big game. Garnacho is, I swear to you, he's not better than. I think he's no better than Dan James. I think with Dan James, yeah, at least Dan James
better than Dwight Manil.
Bro, Dan James wasn't even a good player, but you know what he did? He accepted his role. I'm going to offer some help in the width, and I'm going to pass. Gonna cross. I'm gonna try beat my man. I don't have that much skill, but I'm gonna do my job for the team. Garnacho, how many times? You know what's mad? Have you seen the moment? Have you seen that chance where we was on the break against that team in the Europa League? Yeah, and then he didn't give it to Ahmad, and he gave it to Anthony instead. Remember that?
Oh, Plazan, yeah, literally.
And if you look at the Liverpool game, exactly. And if you look at the Liverpool game when we was on the counter attack in the FA Cup, and then Ahmad scored the winner. Watch that highlight and look how underhit that pass was. It was actually behind him, and it was Ahmad. You know when he feinted to the left, he'd done that defender, yeah, and then he slotted it. And if you look at Garnacho's, Garnacho, he was like, he'll give it back. He wanted to score the winner, you know. He wanted to score the winner against Liverpool. I'm convinced he wanted to, yeah, because when he scored that overhead kick against Everton, granted, so you should celebrate. It was a freakish goal. That's one of the best overhead kicks I've seen. Yeah, I said that one's better than Rooney's in terms of like how he scored it. Like it was further out, impressive goal, but you're still a rubbish player. Do you get it? He's not a team player. I can't believe he's not a team player, and he's not that good. He's not good either. So that's the worst combination you can have. An arrogant guy whose ability don't match it. At least with Ronaldo, yeah, his ability matched it. Yeah, I loved his arrogance, but it's justified arrogance. It's justified and it's earned. Yeah, every player has an ego, cool, but let's see your ability first. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Now, and what I like about Ahmad as well. Yeah, and also what I like about Diallo. Yeah, remember last season when we were talking about how good he was and he should be getting game time. Rival fans were saying, "Oh, who's this Ahmad Diallo guy?" They're just gassing him up. He's not that good. He's not that good. Now that he's getting his game time and he's getting the respect, one thing that I like about Diallo, yeah, he's humble, down to earth, team player, and one trait that I didn't know he had this year. I knew he was direct. I knew he was fast, but the way he wins that ball back, and then he's like a bulldog. By the way, he's a bulldog. If you give him a fraction of a second to get the ball off, to try and he's going to get that ball off you no matter what. He did it to Branthwaite, did it to the Liverpool player, I think Harvey Elliott, when he was on the attack. He did it to...
done that.
Yeah, he has a knack of winning the ball back so quickly. And what I like about Amorim, he's like, you know what? I'm going to try him as a right wing back. It's working, but he realised that playing him further up, you're going to get even more out of him. And he's done it. And surprise, surprise, he has his best game against Man City. Not only is he a good player, a very good player, he's a big game player too. Scored that. Remember that header he scored against AC Milan over Donnarumma's.
That debut goal was crazy.
Yeah, and that was years ago.
Yeah. Have you seen Thierry Henry analyze? Yeah. Have you seen Thierry Henry analyze Ahmad's goal from against City?
Oh yeah. That's
Like, the bounce, the touch. Like, I didn't deep it until Henry actually said it. Yeah, but the guy's not looking at the ball completely. He's only looking at where the ball's gonna bounce. Puts his whole foot up in the air, mid-air, touches it, controls it perfectly. And I was like, what the hell? This was the guy that was getting benched. Oh my god.
For Garnacho and Rashford.
Like, it's crazy, bro. I don't
goal,
get, I don't know.
You know what's mad, yeah? That game, that Diallo game was a 10 out of 10. And shall I tell you why you shouldn't always look at stats here? The thing is with him, he could have had a hat-trick. He could have taken the penalty. He won the penalty. There was a chance early in the first half, yeah, where Goneeeee slid him a really nice pass, and then he
missed a one-on-one. Yeah.
He should have went bottom left, not bottom right. There was another opportunity where he had a header and Edison saved it. Yeah. And then obviously he scored that mad goal. I think with him, yeah, the minute because he scored some worldies, you know, he scored some really good goals. I think once he starts to work on like finishing the easy chances, bro, his game is complete. It's complete. Like, it's mad. That goal that he scored, and even when he shot, and then it went through the City players, bro, my head was gone. You know, I was like, "There's no way he did that. No way we scored 2 goals yet in the span of like 2 or 3 minutes." And that's mad. And that all came from Lissandro's pass as well. Did you see the clip of Amorim when Lissandro got the ball and he said Ahmad? Bro, listen, you know what's mad? They said don't get attached to him. I think I'm already attached, you know, with this manager. You know, this guy, he's doing things.
I think I've been so deprived of a good manager, innit? Like, I'm actually like way too crazy.
You know, he barely celebrated. Like, he barely celebrated. Sorry, you know, Amorim. Like, he went like this, but like, it's just bro. He's the guy, man. Listen, and when I say he's the guy to back. You have to back him no matter what. You have to. But go on, Mason. Go on.
The reason why I'm attached to him is even the first game, I kind of saw the style play we wanted to play. We haven't seen that with a manager for. We didn't really see it with 10. I mean, we kind of saw it with 10 out, but we ended up losing 4-0. Yeah, okay, it was a 1-1 draw against Ipswich, but you could see the style on the play from day one, and it's just getting better. You know, some of these players are not great, but we're still winning games and we're still providing moments. Like, yeah, Man City wasn't great. Second half, though, was better than the first half. Absolutely. Yeah. And that just shows you when we go 1-0 down now, for quite a few games, the manager is clearly telling them in the second half, get back on that pitch and fucking show these fans, you know, that we need to come back and all that and show the passion. He's clearly saying something in the changing room, and that's what I mean. And his press conference, the man's talking sense. I think the last time someone talked sense was Jose and Ralph. Those were the two. I mean, Ralph wasn't a manager; he's more of a higher. But those two managers are the ones who talk sense about stuff. And it's the same with him. He's talking sense. He's saying, "Look, we're not going to get back to the old Manchester United way straight away. We're not going to be, you know, great straight away. It's going to take time." But he knows that if he gets that right players, we're going to be great. Because he could beat Man City 2-1 with that squad. I mean, yeah, Man City are not in great form, but it's Man City. If this is 10 out, we would still lose that team. You know, so he's more ruthless. We're seeing style play, and that's what the manager I wanted to see. And yeah,
facts.
I'm backing him.
No, 100%. Listen, there's 41 people there. Big up. Make sure you follow Taz as well and Mason. I've put their links in the description, yeah. Just support their channel in it and road to 1K. Help Taz out on TikTok and on Twitter as well. Same with Mason too. But yeah, with Echo saying, Mandem, you saw Goneeeee killed the ball.
Oh, that was crazy.
You know
Actually, you know what? I was thinking, wait, what the hell is this guy doing when I was watching it in real time? Why is he backheeling it randomly? And then I was like, fair enough, man. A lot of people judged him way too quickly, in my opinion. I
agree.
I won't lie. I was a bit 50-50, but I wasn't crashing on him differently.
Goneeeee, yeah. is them type of players where you start to appreciate in like when you know, for example, when you watch the games, yeah. I mean, sorry, when you watch a highlight of a game and then you see how the goal was led up, the way he touched it, backheeled it, you start to realize, raw fair play. He might not be this Sergio Busquets or Rodri type player, yeah, who's going to start dictating, but his ball winning and anticipation and like he knows when the ball, where the danger is, and he nicks it off you straight away. In possession, that's so handy to have. You just need a good midfielder next to him because Bruno. Listen, I don't think he played. I think he was awful, by the way, Bruno Fernandes. I know he scored the penalty. I don't think he was great personally. I think once you put an Ugarte next to a better player next to him, bro, Ugarte is better than Rice. That is a fact.
I knew this was gonna happen.
It's a fact. Ugarte is a better player than Declan Rice.
Yeah, but
I'm sorry.
You're the type of guy to say Lee Cattermole is better than Declan Rice. So like that statement, like it don't mean as much because I know how you rate Rice anyway. I can't.
Bro, Rice, I don't, bro. I try to tell Mo Rice is not the guy, and they don't want to hear. You know what it is? We saw him in the Euros, yeah. And okay, cool. You don't. We saw him in the Euros. He was so bad. Kobe was the guy that was balling out. He doesn't. You know what Ugarte is better at? Interception. I think Ugarte is better at interceptions. I think on the ball he's better than Rice. Yeah. I think in terms of passing forward, he's more mobile than Rice. I think Rice has got only a better strike than him. Rice is just like, he's basically, Arsenal's Conor Gallagher.
Oh, God.
Did you get it?
That's 100 million. That's 100 million for Conor Gallagher.
No, but
right, you know what? Maybe we could have got Declan Rice, Jude Bellingham, Erling Haaland, all in the same team with Bruno Fernandes, you know. That's what Ollie wanted. That would have been a fun...
as well as a right back.
Oh, yeah, that would have been a fun team to watch, you know.
Wan-Bissaka, Bruno Fernandes, Jude Bellingham, Declan Rice, all in the same team that is like mission. That's suicide, by the way, and Haaland as well.
The technical ability would be amazing on that team,
bro. That team, can't even keep a hot potato, bro. I'm telling you.
Man, do you know what? Do you know about Amram that actually got me surprised was when he dropped Rashford and Garnacho? Yeah, I was expecting injury, this and that. He went no. I called him on WhatsApp and said, "Look, you're not playing, bro. Come training at Carrington at 10 a.m." And I went, "What the hell?" The balls to do that before Derby as well, knowing that your team might lose as well. I was like, fair enough, man.
That's how you know he's on smoke. That's how you know he's on smoke, because no other manager, barring Ralph, did that. Ralph said that Rashford can go. Did you get it? I think he wanted to get rid of him, but obviously the club didn't allow it. But in terms of full-time managers, Amorim is the guy, bro. I'm telling you. Let me just read the comment section for a little bit. Why is he getting injuries? He wasn't like this at Chelsea until last season. Yeah, bro. What can I say? Listen, I don't know. Mason Mount, he 60 mil for that rubbish is awful, man. We should have got Maddison instead.
CDM.
Should have got a CDM, yeah.
Should have got Lavia. Should have got Lavia, man.
Lavia's quality as well. Should have got Lavia too, man. Echo says, Ivory and Messi. Shout out to Diallo. Can't believe Ten Hag was starting academy kids over Ahmed. That guy is a Satanist. No, 100% he is. Yeah. And you know what's mad? With guys say, "Oh, why'd you keep talking about Ten Hag?" I actually think the guys who back Ten Hag, deep down, they want Amorim not to do well so we can justify Ten Hag's.
Oh my God, yeah.
I actually think that. No, it's
I
true.
got a guy on my TikTok that commented me and said, "Look, if Amorim doesn't win a trophy, do you think he's going to get sacked?" I went,
"Oh my God."
Do you know when you have to read something and you just got to read it like 3 times, in it, and like, how do you have to respond? How do you respond to like something in the nicest way possible? That was me. I was like, I can't explain it in the most simplistic way possible. I'm like, but you wanted Ten Hag out for not winning stuff, and I'm like, I was like baffled, and I was baffled.
But you know what's mad though? Go on, Mason.
As much as I like trophies, look, FA Cup's great. Yeah, Carabao Cup's not the greatest trophy, but we haven't won a trophy for 5 years. If you're not performing in a league like Manchester United, like top 4, I know, Sir Alex, right, was winning trophies and not getting us in top 4. The backlash was being insane. So why all of a sudden now, it's all about the trophy, it's all about the trophy. Let's forget the league position. All the big teams playing the Champions League and we're just thinking about trophies. As much as I like the cup competitions, look, they're great. We can still play the cup competition and try and get top four. I mean, it's ridiculous. Like these Ten Hag fans are clueless. They just think it's about trophies. It's about these cup competitions. No, try and actually battle the league. Try and actually get in Champions League football. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous. I think they're just clueless. Absolutely clueless.
No, 100%. That's facts, by the way, because like the thing is, of course, we all want trophies, but it doesn't have to be one or the other. You can do both.
Yeah.
You can do well in the league and perform and have very good have really good results as well as the performances. Yeah, it doesn't have to be one or the other. That logic is stupid. Yeah, and that's what Ten Hag. That's what the Ten Hag INEOS has. They've been brainwashed into thinking that you can only do one of them. Yeah, Jurgen Klopp won trophies and performed well. Do you get me? Even though it was only one Premier League, but he did his thing. Arteta, yeah. I don't want to end up like Arteta, where you what's it called? You go through like so many seasons not winning something at the end. Of course, I want to start competing, but you can compete and win an FA Cup on the side. Because if you dismiss all the other trophies and you go all out for the Prem and you don't actually get it, that's not a successful season. Do you get it? Like it's really, really, really risky. So make sure you go for every single trophy. Do you get it? So yeah, that's it, man. That's it. Can't believe Ten Hag was starting academy kid. Yeah, I read that. Yeah, he's a fraud, man, Ten Hag. Bun that guy. Garnacho is the definition of a catfish. Yeah, of course he is. Man. He is a catfish. Bare plastic and that. Yeah, facts, man. Is Garnacho better than Elanga or Brennan Johnson? At this point, he's not even better than my grandma, bro. I'm telling you. Garnacho ain't better than Dan James. Yeah, facts.
No.
Ahmad has Kante work ethic and humbleness. Yep, that's actually true. That's actually true, by the way. His pressing is insane. Man, yeah, we saw that. That Ugarte touch was insane. I know Ahmad is a baller, but do you think he's better than Saka or has higher ceiling? I think he has a higher ceiling, and I think currently he's better than him.
I mean, it's technically better than Saka, but a lot of people aren't ready for that conversation, to be fair.
Saka,
give it another season.
English bias.
Bro, Ahmad, yeah, his dribbling's better. He's a bigger game player. His touch, his ball control, his IQ is better.
I think Saka's got that stats, and he's got the stats to back it up compared to Ahmad.
And
that's not Ahmad's fault. That's not Ahmad's fault. But I'm just saying Saka's been there longer. He's got the stats. So when people say when people hear Ahmad is better than Saka, they will immediately go to stats, how long he's been playing for. So that's why I'm giving Ahmad the whole year. Yeah, Bruno Fernandes, obviously. But yeah, so I'm giving Ahmad a season to just show what he can do. Then I'm going to start piping up to people differently saying he's better than Saka.
When you watch them both, yeah? Okay, even if Ahmad was an Arsenal player and we had Saka, for example, I would say that Ahmad's better still.
Well, yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Because you know why? Shall I tell you why it's not an agenda, yeah? I can openly say here that I prefer Odegaard and I think he's better than Bruno. Do you get what I'm saying? I think in terms of how he plays, is more suited to Amorim and he's more likely to keep the ball. Whereas with Bruno, if you play him in chaos and you play Odegaard in chaos, it's going to facilitate for Bruno's game more and he'll get more of the GA. But in terms of how I like to watch football, yeah, I just like that when players do things here at a really high level consistently and in order to be world class, you have to have world class talent. If you want to fit my world class category, this is my category. Have world class ability, be top 3 as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So be world class. Have world class talent. Yeah. Perform at a really high level consistently, and can you get into the World 11 team as well? When I say World 11, I'm saying the top teams right now.
Yeah.
Team. And Ahmad, bro, if he continues performing like this, if he continues performing like this consistently, he will be one of the best wingers in the world. Because talent-wise, barring Yamal, who's got a higher talent than Ahmad? If you talk about purely talent as a winger, yeah. Obviously, you got Sancho, you got Elise, but I'm talking purely on like.
Well, eye test.
Yeah, purely on that.
I mean, it's Elise, Yamal. I don't even count Salah to be fair. Well, Salah's older.
Rodrigo as well. Rodrigo's a good one, but Elise and Ahmad is a tier 1 player, bro. Like,
but yeah, about right wing, not left wing.
Yeah, right wingers, bro. Like, I don't know, man. I think the thing is, he just needs to stay injury free.
Yeah.
And we just need to not over rely on him too much yet and be able to manage him and, like, you know, rest him for some games.
Yeah, I think we will. I think we will, because you do see quite a lot that Ruben does. Because look at the Arsenal game, we rotated the hell out of that game. And that's a big game.
Yeah.
And we waited till like, even though we lost the Forest game as well. We started a more stronger team. We played Ahmed and all that for the Forest game. So he does rotate more. So
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I heard that, to be honest. I heard that. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, Mo. That's what I think. I think he's better than him, man. Let's big up to United TV. Yeah? Let's hope we get a decent price so we can reinvest in the squad. Yeah, I think we need to get a decent price for Rashford as well. Ahmad always had it. You can literally see the debut versus Sociedad. Facts. With the limited touches he had, baller. You don't need to see a player for 2 seasons to know whether he's good. Yeah, do you get what I'm saying? It's like with that logic. We've seen Yamal for what, has it even been a year with Yamal, and he's already balling out like this. Come on now, you don't need to know. Yeah, bro. He needs a run of games. Ahmad isn't the complete article, but you can see a world-class talent in there. There you go. Is Ugarte better than Rice? I personally think so. I'm not saying, even though I genuinely believe that. Ugarte moves in silence. You will notice it after the game. Now, Rice is an engine merchant. Yeah, facts, he is, bro. Rice is just a tall Mason Mount. They're best mates as well. That's what's hilarious. Rasmus Winter Hoyland says Rashford can go. Way too early to say Ugarte looks. Way too early to say for Ugarte, but looks good so far. Yeah. I heard that. To be fair, I heard that. Amadinho, big up to him. Yo, Ahmad Hive. Shout out to you, man. Forget about Rashford and Nacho. Yeah. Off topic, but who's that Joker guy in the GC? He's Ten Hag's biggest fan. Guy defends him. Yeah, bro. Listen. Robbie.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny, man.
Listen,
I can't lie. I rate how he backs it though, because he doesn't give up in it. I kind of rate it because he always finds something like an argument, a counter argument, which is pretty jokes.
But yeah, he's just there for like. Yeah, I can't lie.
I like it, man. I like it when people don't have the same opinion in it. Like for me, it's fun.
That's why he's there, though, isn't it? That's why I brought him in. Obviously, we'll do shows in it later on, but I like him as a person, but he's a waffler when it comes to football. But yeah, United TV says so. He's shit at defending him. Wait, so he's shit at? What do you mean?
It's talking about defending corner. So I think Jay said something about defending corners. So I think that's how he meant it by it.
Oh yeah. Ahmed, you wanted Ten Hag sacked for Sancho treatment, not just for the Sancho treatment. that was just like he had too many, by the way. Like for everything. We need Kvaratskhelia or Musiala. Are they realistic? Do I want them? Yes. But is it going to happen, bro? They're going to cost like 2 legs and an arm.
Napoli's on top of the league in Serie A, and I don't know where Bayern is, but they're in Champions League. So.
Wait, get Agent McTominay in it. Get Scotty McTominay.
Agent McTominay, unless we can do this. 40 mil, we give them Rashford, we give them Garnacho, and we give them... Oh, listen, I don't know. Musiala and Kava are perfect, but I don't think we're going to get them. Hopefully Kava we can, though, but Musiala, I think he's tied down with Bayern Munich for ages now. I don't see him leaving. Looking forward to the Tottenham game tomorrow. It's going to be a tough... it's going to be a tough game. Ange's going to go all out. Yeah, facts, bro. That's going to be a hard game. And Ten Hag was way out of his depth. Bro, that's just like... That's an understatement. He was just... Yeah, bun him, actually. I don't want to talk about him. He's awful, man. Stop
Garnacho. Disrespect.
Is this Nacho-Lini, by the way, or something? I have a feeling this is Nacho-Lini.
That has to be sarcasm. That has to be sarcasm.
Errors come to an end. Yeah, big up to you, by the way. Shout out to you. Saka has the corners more, yeah. You know, all of his assists, by the way, haven't even been from open. I mean, a few of them have been from open play. That's why stats can be so misleading. Garnacho's goal against Everton was special. Only CR7 could score that. I mean, not really. Gareth Bale scored that. Ibra scored that. You know, the players can score with head kicks, but it was a set goal. I'm not going to hate on that, but he's still rubbish. Garnacho had... Yeah, I'm not...
That has to be Nacho-Lini's burner account.
That's Nacho-Lini, by the way. That's Nacho-Lini. 100% is Nacho-Lini. 100%. He don't write like this, by the way. You can't rep Ahmad and die for Garnacho like this. No chance.
Unless
Garnacho
you're
had
United scope.
Yeah, Garnacho had that guy. You know, Garnacho had world-class talent, but he hasn't developed. He's pony, mate. Which team do you think Rashford will go to in the Prem? Arsenal or Tottenham? I think he's more likely. If it was between them two,
Arsenal.
probably Arsenal. Yeah, but yeah. Do you think that Rodrigo of Madrid could be unleashed all his potential at that left side of Man United? That's so big up to you, by the way, Vinicius Freitas. Hopefully I said your name right. That is a good question, and I do believe so. Rodrigo, is being held back at Madrid. Honestly, I genuinely believe that he's being held back, because you know what? This is unpopular, but I actually think he's better than Mbappe. Honestly.
What's Madrid are doing what? Vinny, Mbappe, and what?
I think Rodrigo is more talented, and he's a better footballer than Mbappe. I think Mbappe, might be a better goal threat, and he might score more goals than he'll score more goals than Rodrigo. But in terms of how you watch, if you watch Rodrigo for 90 minutes and watch Mbappe for 90 minutes, Rodrigo is just like decision making is good, his dribbling is smooth. He's got a very good strike on him as well. You see that goal he scored with his left foot, off the bar and in. Vinny is quality as well. I think in terms of who's the best, I'd rank it like this: Vinny, Rodrigo, Mbappe. But the club Madrid sees it like this: Vinny, Mbappe, then Rodrigo. Hence why Rodrigo plays on the right. So he is the perfect replacement to play in that 10 on that left side.
Really go though. That's we have to convince him massively that you're going to start or give him the number 10 for him to come here.
Yeah, no, 100%. 100%, yeah. And make sure you like and subscribe, by the way. Big up to Chow View. Big up, guys. Do you guys think that Rashford and Garnacho will be back on the team on Thursday?
Yeah.
Probably, yeah, probably.
It'll be that. Do you know what I can see would happen? Garnacho or Rashford scores, and it'll be headlines. Garnacho redeems himself under Amorim. He's gonna play all the games in the world. Like that's what I believe is gonna happen.
All of Garnacho's J was against meaty teams as well.
Watch it become on Thursday night, bro. He's a Carabao merchant, isn't he? He'll score some goals there, and his stats and GNA will be incredible.
I'm telling you, man. Yeah, they probably will be back, I would say so. Rashford, I don't know, after them comments that he's just made about, I don't know, maybe Garnacho will be back. He will play. Errors come to an end. Rodrigo is so overrated. I mean, if anything, it's actually the opposite. He's clearly not watched him. He's quality. He's a star boy, bro. I'm telling you. Rodrigo's a real star boy. He's quality. I can't see Rashford going Tottenham. I don't think Tottenham can afford him. And plus, they've got what? Son on the left, and who else? Werner.
Johnston, and then Solanke.
Yeah. I'm gonna just read the comments. I don't want to keep up with the guys too much. I know it's quite late here, so apologies for that. Ahmed, you rate Sancho, relax. Yeah, this is Nacho Lini. Sancho, it's definitely not Nacho Lini. Because Rodrigo could play at the left. Huh?
I'll tell them go get off the media, go and watch some Garnacho clips and just go away.
No, 100%, man. Because Rodrigo could play at the left on Man United, which is Rodrigo's best position, he can play on the left. Yeah, definitely, bro. Vinicius, I think he's a really good player. And since that Madrid don't really see him as the first choice, you go and cop him, bro, and give him that. Listen, this might sound mad, give him that number 7 shirt, bro. Honestly, I rate him that highly. Rashford prefers going to La Liga, according to Telegraph. Well, he can go, mate. I'll drive him to Spain by myself. Amedinho, Garnacho has a talent of a Sunday League player. Get him, Echo. Get him. Rodrigo could be the main man at United. Yeah. Stop the disrespect. No disrespect. That's just his level. Sancho's left toe is more talented than Android 17.
Oh, that is
that's what I said.
Echo all gassed when Garnacho came from the academy.
I think everyone got gassed.
Yeah.
Tell Cass to give Rodrigo a call, mate. Facts, bro.
No, he won't.
Oh, this is a good one.
No.
This is a good one, Cunha. I think he's a good player, man. I like him. Him and Joao Pedro.
A relegated Wolves discount. Oh yeah, I saw that, isn't it? Yeah. But what was it with Wolves? Yeah, these men are fighting everyone. They're fighting everybody after full time, man.
That was mad.
Cunha from Wolves. Cunha would be a good addition to Thingy.
Would you take Dibbling? Yeah. Would you take Dibbling from Saints?
I've never watched him play. I know he had a good game against Liverpool. I've never watched him. Is he actually worth the hype? Be honest.
It's a bit techie though, but it ain't worth like what 50. I take it for 20 mil. I wouldn't take him anything higher than that.
Wait, when you say he's a bit techie, like he's a technical player, or
He's a bit of well, I think he's got a bit of technical ability on him, innit? Like he played against us and he cooked Diallo. Played against Liverpool, had a good game. Played against Brighton, had a really good game. Like those are like the 3 games I've watched him. He's got a bit of tech on him. I mean, he was at Chelsea before, so if you want to trust Chelsea scouts,
Chelsea have good academy players. To be fair, they do. I'm sure Jamal Musiala was there too. So
yeah, so I'm saying, man, 20 million. This is calm. I'm not saying anything for that.
Facts. 20 mil for Dibbler, I'll take that.
Yeah, nothing bigger, man. Nothing.
I see the manager saying that. Oh, that's not even his left leg or something. Did you see that?
he's gone now. He got sacked yesterday.
That is funny, bro. That is funny. What? I saw great academy players like Greenwood, and you want me to prop Hannah Montana?
Oh, jeez.
Hannah Montana is the best one. You know, I'm going to use that. You know, Musiala has 1 year left. Swear down. They have. Ooh.
Yeah, but you don't know if he'll sign the extension though. You never know, innit?
Bruno replacement, Musiala, bro. Oh my god. And cover we can definitely get in the summer.
Snap out the dream, Adam. It's not true. That's come in reality.
Wolves' system doesn't even suit us. Cunha has Wolves' system doesn't even suit Cunha. And he is still bagging goals. Who do you think is better, Joao Pedro or Cunha? Vinicius and
Cunha.
Who Cunha's better?
I like Cunha.
Yeah.
Naturally 70. Oh my god.
It's definitely him. Nice to see you streaming again. Listen, Engraver, yeah, I'm gonna start streaming more. Yeah, you know what? I'm trying. I say this all the time. Yeah, I'm a bit of a fraud sometimes. Yeah, but like, I'm gonna try upload at least like 3 times a week. Yeah, I'm moving like Ten Hag, bro. False promises. 100% Rodrigo is more effective on the left than Mbappe. Yeah, facts. Mbappe doesn't even have the technical ability of Ben Arfa. Dead serious. Ben Arfa was actually insane. Ben Arfa, he was ridiculous. I'm now Ahmad Hive. Nah, this flip flop.
He avoided Naturalini.
I knew it.
Rebrand. He did a rebrand.
Bro, he's rebranded. You know, Garnacho. You know, by the way, you have to be so bad for Naturalini to stop repping you.
Yes, crazy.
Yeah, that's how you know you're bad. Rodrigo's issue is the wages with a new project. You need players on low wages. Yeah, I hear that, to be fair. I see ballers.
Oh, God.
I see baller. I never rate scrubs.
But you rate Garnacho, though, so get out.
He changed his views, in it. He saw the light. He saw the vision.
He saw the light, by the way. He saw Sancho baller now. He's seeing Ahmad baller now, and he's seeing Garnacho liking tweets. We won the game, bro. We won the game. I know we... SDFC says, I know we are Spurs, but keep that Belfast bed.
Oh, Rashford. He's talking about Rashford.
Pepe. I completely forgot about him. Oh, my days. Oh,
we... You know, I actually like Xerxes, by the way. I actually like him.
Oh, for God's sake. I like Xerxes as a 10 and more than a striker.
Oh, my God.
I actually think he's so overhated, you know, and I think they're doing way too much.
He's better on the ball than Højlund. I don't get that.
No, but the thing is, they can both play together.
Yeah,
they can both play. You can essentially play Højlund. You can play Højlund as a 9, even though he's not got an amazing touch. You can play him as a 9 and play Xerxes and Ahmad on the 10, and just let them feed him Højlund. And if he can bag goals, he can bag goals. Do you get me? It doesn't even have to be about Højlund versus Xerxes. Do you get it? Even though Højlund, he's not really got all of attributes, but one thing with him yet is that once he does get his chance, he does tend to finish it. Do you get it? He scores the harder chances, but the easy ones. Sometimes, he makes, when he makes a run into the box here and then a cross comes in, his runs are really he doesn't time them well, if that makes sense. He doesn't time them well. He's always on the floor as well. Højlund needs a lot of work, man. I don't think he should be the first choice striker at Man United. Do you get me? I think off the bench here, that's his role. I don't want him starting for my club, so we should get number 9, and you can play Xerxes behind them. Dribbling is technically sound, but if he's technically sound and he's left-footed, and he's English, and he wants to come to Man United, and we can get him, then bring him in. Do you get me? We need to start making smart signings and not overpay. A few comments, and then I'm going to end the stream. Trust says Echo. The thing is, Estavio Willian is 100% taken that right side of Brazil on the next years. Only way for Rodrigo could make his way to the team, getting the hell out of Madrid. Yeah, 100%. You know what's mad? I actually think I don't know if you've seen this, but Neymar tweeted saying like, not tweeted, but there's quote tweets saying that I think he backs Rodrigo more than Vinny, you know, especially for Brazil.
Yeah, I mean, Rodrigo is a Santos graduate, isn't it? Like, he played there, the next Neymar, so could be that.
100%. Balaba and Ugarte is actually not fair if we do that. Balaba? Who's Balaba?
Belieber from Brighton.
Brighton. Oh, okay. Okay. Now, big up Rambo as well. Listen, like I said, yeah, Rashford's going, Ahmad's cooking. We beat Man City. We just need to carry on performing. Yeah, we've got Tottenham next. Is that the FA Cup?
Carabao quarterfinals.
We need to win. Listen, you know what it is with us, yeah? Try and get us like fifth, around the fifth position. Go for the Carabao. Go for every single trophy, yeah? And try and leave with something, yeah? Do you get it? So I think that's what we should be doing. Win Europa League should be our priority. Try and go win that.
Yeah.
Bro, what, two Europa Leagues, and one under Mourinho and now under Amorim would be amazing. And that would, and you know what? You respect that as well. I think we're actually, are we capable? Yeah, we're capable of winning.
It depends, innit? Because Europa it's not an easy competition, even though people mock it differently. It is a hard competition to win because there are some techie teams there.
Frankfurt are a good team, you know.
Frankfurt, Lazio, like there are some good teams in that league, in that competition. So yeah, so we have to cook. Like, it'll be hard, but if we do it, I think it'll be a crazy achievement, and that'll be an Ahmad European trophy before Saka. So I'll take the shamelessness if that's the case.
No, 100%, 100%. It's not going to be an easy win. Højlund will be world class. That's a big statement. He's only 21 and has the best conversion rate in the league. Last season, our wingers didn't create him chances. But the thing is, era's come to an end. Like, when you're not making chances, you know, with Haaland, he scores loads of goals. But what separates like the good strikers to the elite ones is that let's see what you can do if you're not getting goals. Yeah, if you can help the team. For example, like a Nicholas Jackson, yeah, who might not be the best finisher, yeah, but he can offer a lot to the team. You know, helping you know, just getting involved more. I think with Højlund, yeah, spends too much time on the floor. But I don't think he's like complete garbage. I think he can have his usefulness like in the team. I think he's obviously we paid a lot of money for him, so there's that expectation for him to start bagging goals. But I still think we're the new number 9. Luckily, Tottenham genes are bottlers. Yeah, but bro, Tottenham against big teams. I know. I mean, I say against big teams. They lost to Chelsea, but yeah, hopefully we can beat Tottenham. It's simple. Sell the likes of Bruno, F Rashford, and make some good cash, bro. That's actually what you know. Bruno's 30.
Yeah, we ain't getting no big money for Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah, that's why we're sold him. Jackson has 1 goal more than Højlund this season. Does he?
Right.
I mean, Jackson's been calm though. I'm not
Jackson's
gonna lie.
been very good this season.
I don't critique Jackson. To be fair, I think he's a decent player.
I think he's a decent player as well, man. Like he's improved massively under I think he's got 9 goals in the Prem, and Højlund's got what, 2?
Yeah, he's bagging goals.
Yeah, 9 in the Prem.
2. He's got 2 goals.
Yeah.
In the Prem.
Jackson's got 9 in the Prem this season. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, Jackson's a better player than Højlund. He's 21. Every attacker in our team has been shit for years. The potential is very high. Well, fair play. If you see, we'll see they'll win it like with Højlund. It's a matter of time. Because I have seen the manager Amorim like criticize him, say like he takes too many touches. He needs to score the easier goals as well. So we'll see with Højlund. Do I think he's going to be the guy that's going to lead the line at Man United? I don't see it, but if he turns out to be, then fair play. But I don't know. I'll look at his game and I see so many holes in it, like so many. I don't know if you could agree, but yeah, then you will probably be good at the FFP to sign some great players. It's not 1 goal, by the way, Amadino. We need a player who keeps the ball, someone like Mata, and we are cooking. Yeah, Mata would be a good player in this team. Yeah, Højlund's the in-between. It's just a workhorse, to allow the world-class wolf.
You just had to give me literally like a reminder of that absolute Dutch idiot who was in the team. Oh
yeah.
God.
We will see.
Ronaldo.
Yeah, definitely.
Ronaldo.
Bro. Not gonna lie. But anyway, big up everyone, yeah. Big up Taz, big up Mason, yeah, for coming on. Yeah, I know it's a bit late. We've still got 42 people to be honest, so they've stayed. So clearly they're entertained. Clearly they've enjoyed the show. Make sure that everyone that's commenting, yeah, that you like and subscribe, yeah. Look, it helps a lot, yeah. It helps a lot with the algorithm. Helps a lot with the pushing my channel. Once we hit 1K, we can start being more consistent and get more people to come around. And you know what it is, yeah. I always bring people that you don't even have to have the same opinion. Like you got Robbie there who has the maddest takes. It's all about bringing people, yeah, and giving them a platform in it to succeed, man. And you know what? People underrate how hard it is as well. Talking to a camera in front of loads of people. People think it's easy, Like in the comment section, it's very easy to take the piss out of someone when they say something, or they what's it called? If they stutter, I still do it. But bro, like you having the confidence here to talk to like loads of people here in front of a camera, it takes a lot of like you've got something about you. So yeah, man, it's not easy doing this. And every person that does YouTube, I have to respect it because it's not an easy job, man. I mean, this isn't my job yet. I do this for a hobby, but you get what I'm saying. But
yeah, I get it.
But Vinicius, Amadinho, Mazraoui, and all of you, yeah, shout out, guys. Cooker is 25 and Holland's 21. Yeah, but bro, it's not about an age thing because Van Dijk, when he started doing well, he peaked very late. Van Dijk peaked hella late. So same with Vardy. But anyway, make sure like, subscribe, and peace, man. Take care.
Big up, man.
Big up, man. Manchester's red. Come on.